What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are working on the gas tank relocation for our 54 GM pickup. I'm working on this as I'm waiting for a couple parts for the front end still, so we're sidetracking and we're gonna get this out of the way, and I'm gonna make a video on how it's done. So basically, I unbox our components. There's a level sensor which we have to cut to length according to our instructions here. We got some anti-vibration pads and a whole bunch of miscellaneous goodies. You got your fuel cap, you got your brackets for mounting them underneath between the rails. You have your rollover valve that sits right up here. Oh yeah, your sending unit sits right there. And then your filler neck. This is your filler neck. So it's gonna sit here and the cap's gonna go on top. And how you're gonna fill this one is through a hole in the bed. Customer wanted that, so that's what we're going with. I actually like that idea. Keeps it clean. You don't have to worry about anything else. And to be honest, I don't know of many alternatives. So that's the way it's gonna go down. I'd like to begin by showing you where the tank goes. Okay, it hits underneath the frame rail there and on that side. On the back, it goes on this cross member here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is scribe the hole locations and drill them out so they can receive the hardware that came with the kit. Alright, these are the holes that I've scribed on both ends of the frame rail. As you can see, this bracket for our brake line was in the way, so I cut it off the dowel, and I'm going to slide the bracket over, and I'm going to re-weld it. Now this is an aftermarket piece that someone has welded once upon a time, and it's a thick 1/4 inch plate of steel. So I don't think I'm going to go ahead and remove that. I'm just going to go put it underneath it and get longer bolts to squish it all. Okay, now our tank is ready to go in. I've put the sending unit on top here, put our ground because it'll be a tough reach later. Our power won't be too bad to access afterwards. This hose I put in now, and I feel like I'm gonna drop the filler neck on from the top afterwards. And our rollover valve I put in place. Don't forget to use Teflon tape so it doesn't leak. They're just pipe fittings. So basically anything that you're going to need to do from the top, try to do it now so you're not fighting later. Now we're going to go ahead and slide this puppy in. Okay, so as you can see, we've slid her into place. I do apologize for the camera quality under here. It's tough to record while you're on a creeper. So I put the plates, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I put those little brackets that I showed you at the beginning of the video on the top of the frame rail. I started them all by hand. So now both sides are started, but nothing's tight. So all we have to do left is send them home. And guys, she's in place. Now all I gotta do is run my lines. The rest of the lines that I need to run are obviously for my rollover valve. Now I do want to mention this. This bracket is a factory brake line holder bracket, I guess. Anyhow, it's in the way. So what I did is I cut it off the bottom, the little dowel, and I'm going to re-weld it on the frame further up. That's why it's loose. This is your feed and return. The kit comes with a blocker. So you can, like if you're running a deadhead system, then you can block one of them and just leave the one open. But we didn't need to put those in yet, so I'm going to run my lines first and then get those going. Okay, here we are back in the bed of the truck on top of the tank. Just a little bit of a mess right now. That was the old tank. Pretty cool in my opinion, but just not what my buddy was looking for. So this is where the filler neck is in the bed of the truck. Now it was a little bit tricky to find the exact center, so I made the hole bigger. Now what I want to show you in this box comes a nice shiny filler cap, okay? Problem with that is where the fuel tank lands, it's not exactly a flat surface. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a piece of diamond plate. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Piece of nice shiny diamond plate right over there. And I'm going to cut it so it's, I'm sorry for holding the phone, rib to rib, you know, right there, across the top, and it's got a nice flat surface for the flange on the filler cap to sit on. So I'm going to scribe out some marks on the diamond plate and give it a cut. Pro tip: if you're grinding or cutting aluminum, you should be wearing a mask. I'm going to get mine. N95, COVID protection. Okay, there's our plate installed with our filler cap. As you can see underneath, just a basic setup. Okay, how my filler cap design works. It's like this. Pops open. Ta-da! Pretty cool. Well guys, that's it for fuel tank install. It really doesn't get much more straightforward than that. If you get it for your make and model, it should fit right into place. Bolt it up, run your lines, make sure your filler neck seat's in a good spot that you're content with. Now, I mean, again, it doesn't have to be exactly the same way I did. This is only a guide, you know what I mean? If you're fabricating and you want to go put a 90 on the neck and go out somewhere, you know, over here if you'd like, you know, whatever. If you'd like to do that, you can do that. I mean, customer was happy with it in the bed of the truck, and to be honest, if it were my truck, I'd do it the same way. But like I said, it's just a guide, but it is a straightforward install. You can go nuts with it if you want, or you can just do it the way I did. But I hope that you learned, and I've clarified for you how to do that. And I'm actually about to wrap up the front end install here and wrap up that video for you guys as well. But that's the end of this one, guys. Remember, full throttle or no throttle.